right. So now let's see what more Bhagwan is going to explain to Arjun. Because Arjun has said, you are of recent origin, and birth of Vivaswan was so old. How can I then understand this knowledge that you're giving me? And Bhagwan has said, I have passed through many births. I remember them all. You do not remember them. He goes further now to explain in Shloka 6. Bhagwan says, Ajopi sannavyayatma bhutanamishvaropi san prakritim swamadhisthaya sambhavam yatma mayaya. Though birthless and immortal and the Lord of all beings, I manifest myself through my own Yogamaya, my divine potency, keeping my nature, keeping Prakriti under control. Come, let's understand the words and then simple explanation of this beautiful shloka. Api san, though, aja, immortal, birthless, aja, without birth. I am birthless. Though I am birthless, and is not written, and avyayatma, I am undecaying. Nature doesn't decay me. I am immortal. I am eternal. I am birthless and I am eternal. Again he comes, apisan, although Ishvara, I am Ishwar, although I am Ishwar, although I am the Lord, although I am the ruler, Bhutanam, of all beings. So up to here, although I am birthless, and although I am undecaying by nature, immortal, eternal, although I am the Lord of all beings, still not given, still understood to be there, still adhisthaya, keeping under control, still keeping under control, subjugating, swam, my own, prakritim, prakriti, nature, maya with 3 gunas, keeping my own prakriti under my control, sambhavami, I manifest, atma mayaya, by my own yog maya, by my own power, by my own divine potency. All right. Now, there may be some of you who may have this confusion in your mind, and you would be rightly valid to have it. Because in the previous shloka, Bhagwan said to Arjun, we have been born many times. We have had many lifetimes. You know, we also celebrate the birth of Bhagwan Krishna every year in Janmashtami, isn't it? But in this shlok, Bhagwan is clearly saying, Aja, I am birthless. Is there a contradiction? In 5th shloka, you are saying, I am born many times. And now you are saying, I am Aja, I am birthless. Not only that, I am Avyaya, I am indestructible, and I am the Lord of all beings. Bhutanamishvara. There is no contradiction. Can Bhagwan make a contradiction? Can Bhagwan forget, oh, I said this in Shloka 5, and now I will say something different in Shloka 6? No. It all depends on how you consider the word I. If you see the I as the body, the physical body, then the body takes birth. In Shloka 5, Bhagwan is talking as I, the body, takes birth. Because at that time, Arjun is not yet understanding that Bhagwan is something more than just the body. Like all of us, we also think we are the body, mind, intellect. We also think the same thing. Arjun was also thinking the same thing. So Bhagwan was talking at that level. But that's not enough. Bhagwan has to give the correct talk to Arjun, give the correct knowledge, the correct information. So now he's, taking it to a higher level of understanding. He says, I, if you see I as the true reality, Atma, not the body, then the Atma does not take birth. Atma is not destructible. Adhyay. Atma is the Lord or the reality or the ruler of all Bhutanam, of all this Panchabhut, which is the body made up of Panchabhut. I'm the ruler of those Panchabhut and the ruler of Bhutanam. So in Shlok 5, Bhagwan was referring to his manifested form. Bhagwan has manifested. He has embodied himself in a form as an avatar called Krishna. And in this shlok, he is referring to his unmanifested form, Lord of all beings, without form, before taking manifested form as avatar, Krishna. Okay. In Shlok 5, he's simply introducing the topic, the principle, the siddhant of reincarnation. And in Shlok 6, this Shlok, Bhagwan is explaining how an avatar manifests in the world. How? First, you do manifest, you do come again and again, from an unmanifested form to a manifested form. See how logically, how baby step by baby step, Bhagwan is explaining. As a teacher, you should learn how to explain first the principle, then the how, then the why. Okay. So how does the unmanifested reality become manifest in the world as an avatar? That is what Shlok 6 is teaching us. Bhagwan says, Prakritim Swamadhisthaya. I manifest keeping my own Prakriti under my control. With the help of that universal energy called Yogamaya. What is this Yogamaya? It is made up of 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. He has used that energy of creation, maintenance, and destruction. That is the energy of the 3 gunas. And using this, his own energy, because he's unmanifested form, Vishwar, he is manifested himself in different forms. Now, what is this energy called Yogamaya? Everybody wants to know. Okay. It's very difficult to understand Yogamaya, but let me tell you what it does. It has 2 powers, and you can see it in many different ways of 2 powers, but I'm going to talk only about one particular aspect of Maya. It has 2 powers. The first power is the power called the power of non-apprehension. Non-apprehension means the power to not let you see the reality. We can call it the power of veiling the reality. It is also called Avaran Shakti. Avaran means to cover, the power which covers, the power of non-apprehension, not perceiving. And then it has another power. That power is called Vikshep Shakti. It is the power of projecting. It is the power of creating something, an apparition, because you could not see, but you are perceiving something. You don't know what that thing is. So you give it another name, you give it another label, but it's not the real name, it's not the real reality. So it's a misapprehension. So Avaran Shakti is the power of not seeing, and Vikshep Shakti is the power of seeing something, giving it a name which is not its real name, which is not its real self. It's a covering, and we have given it, projected it into something else. Difficult. I guarantee, I can grant to you that it is difficult to understand. But let's try with an example. Vedanta is full of beautiful examples, and we borrow it from the Vedas. None of these things are our own. So the Vedas say that the sun, okay, the sun is an immense body. It's an immense entity. You cannot even imagine how huge and big it is. Yet, if you just put your hand like that, you will be able to block the sun from your vision. Yes or no? Try it tomorrow. Okay, when the sun comes up, you just put your hand like that, like that, like that, and you'll be able to block the vision, the sight of the sun, right or not? Just the palm of your hand, my dear, so small, it's blocking that immense sun. How? Because the palm is covering the eyes. The palm is not covering the sun. The palm is blocking the eye, not the sun. In the same way, our ignorance, which is so small, it cannot cover that big Bhagwan, that entity, but it can cover your buddhi. So ignorance covers our own buddhi. Therefore, it prevents us from seeing that omnipresent, eternal Bhagwan, entity, reality from our understanding. Avaran Shakti. So here, what is covering my understanding is my own ignorance. Why do I have this ignorance? Because my buddhi has not yet been purified, made sattvic, refined enough to understand it. Now I don't understand. I don't understand that reality. So now I have Vikshep Shakti. Avaran Shakti, we understood. Vikshep Shakti, classical example given in the Vedas. Let us say it is a dark room. There is no light, cannot see clearly. And there is a rope lying on the floor. Everybody must be knowing this example. Because it's so dark and we can't see clearly, we see that thing on the floor, just like on the floor, lying there, and we get startled thinking it's a snake. It's actually a rope. But because we can't see clearly, because of it being dark, we superimpose the image of a snake on the rope. There never was a snake. It was always a rope. Now I put on the switch because I'm so scared. It was dark. The room was dark. There was no light. I put on the light and I say, it's not a snake. It's just a rope. There never was a snake before the light, and there isn't a snake after the light. It was always a rope. In the same way, darkness is our ignorance, tamas. We have so much tamas. We have so much ignorance. Therefore, we are unable to see Brahma as the only reality in the world. And because just like we couldn't see the rope, we cannot see Brahma. We only see something, some vague thing. And just like we saw something, it looked like a snake. And we call that world. There is only Brahma. But because of this tamas, because of this darkness, because of this ignorance, we cannot see Brahma. We don't have the light of knowledge. But when the light of knowledge comes on, we will be able to see that the world is only a superimposition on Brahma. Just like in a movie, there's nothing on the screen, But because it's dark and the projector is on, we are seeing a movie going on the screen, right? Before the projector started, only screen. During the movie show, also there is only screen. It's just a superimposition of the movie going on the screen. When the light of the projector is switched off again, what remains? Only the screen. So Bhagwan says, because of this Yogamaya, I understand everything, I see everything, I know everything, and using this power of projection, using this power of creation, I manifest myself. Sambhavami, I manifest. And actually what it really stands for, if you read the commentary of Adi Shankaracharya, it's given as I appear to take birth. I appear to take birth. So Bhagwan is using this power of Maya to come into the world through his own free will, through his own Yogamaya, through his own divine potency. Not because, like us, because of past karmas. He is not coming into the world because of vasanas, like we are. Bhagwan is coming out of his own power. He can appear in the world whenever he wants. He can leave the world also whenever he wants. So for example, let's say you are in a car, okay? Your driver is driving and you are sitting at the back. Now you're stuck in a traffic jam. And that traffic jam promises not to get cleared for 1 hour, right? Maybe your house or your destination is just 2 buildings away. Yet you cannot reach there because you are stuck in the traffic jam. But the driver has to sit in the car till the traffic jam is cleared. He cannot abandon the car. But you, the owner, sitting at the back, you can say, oh, my house is just 2 blocks away or 2 buildings away. I am the owner. I am not bound to sit in this car. I can simply get out of the car and walk to my house. I, the owner, am free. You, the driver, have to sit till the traffic jam gets cleared. Therefore, Bhagwan is that owner of Bhutanam, of all Bhutas. He's the Lord, he's the ruler. He can simply walk into the car when he wants, and he can simply walk out of the car. Car is what? This deha, this body. He can simply take avatar whenever he wants and simply leave the avatar whenever he wants. But we, the jiva, the driver, is stuck to the car, right? So that's what Bhagwan is explaining, how he takes avatar in the body. The next 2 shlokas, Bhagwan will tell us why he chose to be manifest. But I will not do them today. We will do that next time.